Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Psychic Medium Ray, and it's been a minute since I've done a video. I'm going to focus tonight on Ukraine and Russia. A lot of people are wanting to know the tea. People are wanting to know whether this is the end of the world and, what is going on. First of all, my hearts and prayers go out to the Ukraine and what they're going through right now. I've always felt that Russia is a superpower, an entity that quite possibly could do something like this. I've always felt like them and China are superpowers, and clearly a lot of people are misunderestimating or underestimating how powerful that these entities can be, and how advanced their technology is. So what we know is that Putin has bombed or launched an attack on Ukraine, and then Ukraine has retaliated and done some things to the Russian, I think some of their equipment or whatnot. I don't know all the scoop because again, news here in the America only covers certain amounts of certain types of news regarding that situation. But I think Kyiv was one of the areas that either they attacked or they launched an attack. I don't know all the specifics. I try not to listen you know, to the news, actually fake news, but regardless of what's going on, I think I needed to come on here because I feel like there's so much misinformation from the spiritual community. I've had a lot of people come to me that they've heard, readings from other psychics, and other psychics have said this is the end of times. This is like the end of the world, and blah blah blah. I don't see it as being the end of the world. I'm not someone that is a gloomsday reader, or like, I'm not saying that they are. Whoever sees that, because everybody is entitled to their own, prophecies and whatnot, but I do not see this being the end of the world, and I don't feel like we will be like in a at least not now for the immediate time period. I can't tell you like a couple months from now, like it may shift, but I don't feel like in the immediate is we're going to be in a World War III. Now, Putin has like basically said that if there is anybody that tries to intervene or whatnot, they better just mind their own business because they don't want none. Okay, so those are big words coming from someone that I feel like is very corrupt. And I do feel like he's very corrupt in a lot of things that they've done and that they're doing. But we're going to get into it. I see here. I literally feel like there's um, a lot of a lot of positivity and through all of this. We may not see it, but what comes up immediately in the reading is the Sun card. So this is divinely orchestrated. This has to happen in the world to kind of open the eyes to the true evil that does exist out there. These superpower countries, literally, there's a lot of hurt that's coming to the families. Remember, the meanings that I'm pulling out with these cards, typically this is a happy meaning, but I believe that this is going to usher in this whole thing between Ukraine and Russia is going to usher in a new beginning for both countries, but also in the world. It's going to like bring people together. Hear me out. I know that this sounds weird. I know it sounds very dark and gloomy when you see the news. Again, they have to sell, propaganda. They have to sell certain things. So you're going to see certain displays, but I literally feel like all of this is about money deep down. It's about juggling money. It's like all of this is about superpowers at play. Ukraine and Russia showing their ugly side to each other. But again, it's all being divinely orchestrated. But at the end, I feel like no matter at the end, there will be some kind of peace between both countries. Uh, Again, some people may look at this and be like, Ray, that that is makes no sense whatsoever. I don't see that happening. But I do feel like there's a peace, even if it's not in the immediate year or the next month, couple of months, or in the year to follow. Somewhere down the line, there's going to be love that is coming from this. Like I literally feel like there will be peace restored to both of these countries. And they have been amicable at one time, or like they've had their issues always, but they've been amicable or like respected each other. But I see a lot of confusion around this. So there's a lot of confusion as to why this is happening now, why now all of a sudden. And I just feel like again, this is about like wanting to be victorious. So I'm sorry. Why while Putin may actually have his way right now, I just feel like there's going to be a lot more communication in the next couple of weeks. This could be like the powers, the UN, or I don't know, like whoever's in charge of like all this, the global community world leaders coming together, or like there could be like conferences that they're having like through virtually, but I feel like a lot is going to be more, a lot of more is going to be uncovered. Things that we cannot see, things that are hidden to the human eye. Like I said, and even though I know that a lot of people are like, well, this seems like prophetic. It seems like it's the end of times. It's not. I know that, a lot of people believe, and I'm not going against those beliefs, that I can only give you what I see here. This is a true test of people's strength because of the pandemic, because of the things that we actually have endured over the last 2 years. There was a shift in consciousness, a ripple through consciousness that awakened a lot of people to the true evils of this world. A lot of these evils exist in the form of, like I said, of just, you know, um, people that are, just toxic and evil. But I literally feel like there's a lot more changes coming in that are better, that's more peace restored. I kept feeling here, like with this, like there's children will be bringing some peace, or like the children that are born during this era or that have been born in the last 10 years are going to be bringing some peace. I do feel like there's something here about the divine feminine also standing up. So a lot of women will be talking about this. I feel like there will be a lot of women reporters from other countries coming forth and creating light, shedding light on what's happening here. I do feel like Putin will always be Putin. He's never going to change. That's never going to change. He is very strict in his ruling, very dictator-like in some ways. And I just feel like, again, this is about giving people. So what he does is he gives a little bit to his people to kind of pacify them, or control them in many ways. So it could be money or just giving a little bit of generosity here and there through organizations. But I literally feel like, yeah, the Ukraine will come out of this. And I don't know exactly how severe this is going to get, but I do feel like there are going to be some peaceful talks that come in. And there's somebody that's younger than Putin and whoever the leader is of Ukraine. I don't know who the leader is of Ukraine, but I do feel like there's some youth or somebody that's younger that comes in kind of like a peacemaker in some ways. And I do feel like, again, this is about greed. This is about greed. Greedy people. It has to all do with money as well. Apart from what the war is going on, a lot of deception here. A lot of this is deception between both countries and not being transparent with each other. And this is where the animosity kind of, but I do feel like this is birthing, kind of like with the Empress card, it's birthing a new era for both countries. And I don't feel like this is something that is like a distraction, even though it may seem like that. I literally feel like this is happening from a greater piece, a greater source. Like it's divinely orchestrated. Like I said, it has to happen. But there will be love here between both countries, or at least a mutual understanding. I do feel like things will get better in the future. And it may not make sense, but there's three superpowers, three powerful countries. It could include the USA that comes together to talk to Putin to get some peaceful agreements in all of this. But I do feel like there's something with the USA kind of like stepping in at some point, which a lot of people are just not wanting us to get involved at all because they don't want us to be involved in war either. But I do feel like, again, until that actually happens, there's going to be a lot of heartbreak. A lot of the images, a lot of the bombings, the things that are happening between both countries will literally be a little hard to watch. And I do feel like a lot of people in the process of this are going to be struggling financially in both countries, the Ukraine and Russian citizens. They are going to be struggling in all of this. But at the end, I do feel by October of this year, things get better in the Ukraine. So they may have some rough patches with Russia until October. This is not something that's immediate. Just because in the next 2 months there's a cease of attacks, or the weapons and stuff like that, there will still be some lingering feelings between both countries for years to come. But I feel like by October there will be this kind of mutual understanding, or kind of like just not giving into it. But like the double card highlights, so this is a great evil. This is a spiritual war in addition to the physical stuff that's manifesting right now in that country. This is totally spiritual at this point, but there is a divine power here, and I do feel like, again, there's peace restored. um and the people will be okay. Those that have lost their lives are part of the mass exodus. A lot of people will be leaving the Ukraine, or in these areas that are being targeted by Russia. And I feel like, yeah, there's somebody else that kind of takes a role of a leadership within the next 10 years. It could be in Russia or it could be in the Ukraine, but I don't see Putin in power for more than 10 years from now. So between now and 10 years or less, it could be anywhere from 10 years or less. Putin actually steps down or is replaced or something happens to him, because I don't see him in power anymore. And I see here the Chariot card, which for me just symbolizes it's like the forces of dark and light, but also moving forward. There's shadow work that needs to be done on both countries, things that they've done in the past, this and the genocide or the things that they've done to their people, that needs to be addressed in many ways to heal. There's a lot of work to be done in these countries. After all this is said and done, there's so much work to do, literally. And it's going to feel like both people have no one comes out winning in the end of this battle that they're having right now. But at the end of it, things will be better. Like I said, that's what the message that I keep getting. The luck is going to change the wheel of fortune. So I'm not too worried about what's happening here in Russia and the Ukraine. Like I literally feel like they will iron out their own things if we can just kind of have world leaders come together and have a talk with Putin about, what is always been about peace, trying to keep peace. But I just wanted to come on and do this quick video because I felt like so many people are literally in fear, and it's okay, but don't give that vibration. We rebuke that in Jesus' name. Like I said, we want to choose faith over fear always. And that's the case. If we had different leaderships and power right now, things would be a lot different, I feel like, and we wouldn't be going through some of the things that we're going through. But regardless, we're going to keep praying, and we're going to keep sending positive vibes and whatnot and well wishes to the people that are suffering and the people that have lost their lives and the families that have been impacted by this war that's going on this battle that's going on between the Ukraine and Russia. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget that all of my email video readings, my email emergency psychic readings, they are on sale until tomorrow at midnight. Well, at Saturday midnight, basically. So at 12 a.m. Saturday, it ends. You can go to my website, which is www.raymondguzman.net/shop to take part of the emergency reading email cell. So you have until tomorrow. No promo code is needed. It's already marked down 50%. But other than that, I love you guys. Many blessings and love and light. And don't forget to join my Patreon as well, because I have more tea about this whole situation that I will share there. That's www.patreon.com/psychic medium Ray. Until next time, bye.